I think when you come from a different, skill set or discipline, and then you bring it into film, and I'm very, very new to that world. But when you bring it into film, you bring something a bit different, a bit more of that passion and more of that grit from that world. But I would imagine classical music is very organized.
Yes.
And so I'm sure the disciplines there kind of like definitely translate over. Like I'm a chef, so there's a lot of disciplines, but then there's a lot of creative rawness. And so there's that element that can go over to film. Like if you're, a handyman, or if you're a contractor, like those things can translate. Any of those things can translate to film, because film can translate any of those things.
Exactly. It showcases it. It gives it a new light for it to be seen.
Yeah.
I mean, now more than ever before, we all have access to cameras to do these kind of things. So the handyman can make his work look really cinematic and cool, depending upon how it's told and the story behind it and the shot selections and the pattern of what the process is for what that handyman is doing.
Yeah.
And I think especially the cool thing with being in the arts is like the production of film is the same as, in many ways, the production of a symphonic work or an opera or a ballet. There is your backstage staff, there's your PA staff, there's your director, there's your choreographer, there is the talent on stage, there's the presentation of it. And film's the same thing. You have your PAs and your ADs and your grips and your techs, and that's all the production. And then you've got your talent, which is on in front of the camera. Then you've got the direction behind the camera, which is the same as a director or a choreographer. And then your post-production process is essentially the presentation to the audience in a show. It's the same kind of thing. It marries it all together, and you mark it out, and before you know it, like it's at least 75% the same process to do these different things.
Yeah, very cool.